Well, hello.
Hi, how are you?
Welcome to myOrganized.life. Live, Monday, March 5th, 2018. And I'm John Hunt.
And I'm Leanne Thompson.
You know what we should have done? I was supposed to put up that fancy title. Let's try that one more time.
Okay, try it again.
I'm John Hunt.
I'm Leanne Thompson.
Hey, that works pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah,
okay,
it does.
Good.
Much better.
Yeah, welcome. All right. Well, it's Monday, right?
Yeah. Monday.
Did you have a good weekend?
I did. Yep. How about you?
I had a really good weekend.
I was excited to get back.
I was kind of excited to get back, except for this big, now another storm. It seems like we can't, we're thinking, we get faked out in Minnesota that like it's 45 degrees and oh, spring is coming, and then all of a sudden, you know, ice storms, 12 inches of snow or whatever it is.
But nothing's fallen today yet,
know,
and it's already 2 o'clock.
It's crazy.
We'll see.
So,
we'll see.
Yeah. Anyway, well, today is going to be starting off a week. We're going to kind of lightly theme this week of on the go and mobile organization because, you know, I don't have any stats. We should get that for maybe tomorrow's show.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Make a note of that. Like,
okay. Yep.
How much of the workforce do you think is mobile? Or
it's a lot, probably. I mean, if they're not working from home, they're on the road probably.
Yeah, or working in Starbucks, which would be
your dream.
That would be my dream job. It didn't matter who I was working for, as long as I was working in Starbucks.
You wouldn't make any money because, you know, you'd give it all to the workers there and spend it all on coffee.
I would achieve gold status by January 15th for the following year.
Do they have gold status?
Oh gosh,
I don't drink coffee, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, I don't drink coffee.
You know, look now, a lot of people use their apps, but I have to kind of use my gold card. But
what is that, like a gift card? What is that?
No, it's a gold card. You go in there and you know it works. It's basic.
This is news to me. I had no idea.
Well, you don't even drink coffee, do you?
You try to make me all the time.
I know. Well,
one day you're going to start drinking coffee. Mark my words.
You know, when you
I like the Mountain Dew instead.
Yeah, well, Mountain Dew is full of all that sugar and it's bad for you.
Oh.
Okay, whatever. We digress. But you know, Mountain Dew and coffee actually go well with mobile working too. But that's not what we're going to talk about today. But you know, there's a lot of things that go into consideration. And actually, several years ago, I can't remember when this was. This was a couple years ago. We had Helene Segura, who is the Inefficiency Assassin.com. Cool name.
That is a cool name.
Down from the, I think it's San Antonio or Austin,
nice.
Texas area. She is great. Yep. One of the professional organizers from National Association of Professional Organizers, and she did a show with us on the
kind of just
on the go.
It's actually her podcast that we're going to be talking about briefly is Staying Organized While on the Go.
Yeah. So. And we shared a lot of tips and ideas with her. In fact, we got a clip from her. We're going to talk a little bit about calendars and kind of maybe the challenges you have, because you know we all have calendars on our phone, right? So you think, oh, just perfect. But you know, if you're trying to organize a calendar, it doesn't always work well. So she gives us a really good tip here. So we'll catch that right now. What about maybe a client you've worked with where they were challenged with that? Maybe they were a mobile professional, they had a calendar issue, and what did you do to help them kind of get on track?
We actually consolidated calendars in the example that I'm thinking of. So they had one separate calendar for their kids, a separate calendar for her husband, and then a separate calendar for work. And so even though it was digital and it seemed really fluid, it was really tough to check those 3 different calendars. So we actually consolidated into Google Calendars because you're able to separate out those calendars, but then also bring them in all at one time to see what's going on. Because what happened was she was overbooking because she was looking at one calendar and not another. And so she wound up scheduling client appointments when she was supposed to be picking up the kids. So making sure that you use one calendar so that way you can see everything that's going on.
So how does that work, just getting a little granular with Google Calendar? Do you associate like a different email address with each person, or or everyone just has a shared link and then they can go on and modify the calendar?
So each person would need an individual Google email address or a Gmail address in order to set up their own calendar. And then underneath your own personal settings, you can share your calendar with whomever you like. And you can choose what kind of access they have. So they can have view-only access, or they can actually edit your calendar depending on your relationship with the person.
Well, that's really neat. In that clip there, she talks about you know, the solution was combining calendars together. Right. Sometimes, you know, in organizing, taking and minimalizing and making things work better. But you got to,
especially when you're on the go or in your car or at those community places where people
co-working spaces.
Yeah, people can rent out those
desks. Those are really big.
They're huge.
You know, and you pay a monthly membership fee, and maybe you get like a desk for 5 hours a month, or if you need a conference room or something to meet clients at. I've even seen them where they have like free beer there or something.
Really?
Yeah, like a beer tap. I don't know, that would be one way to motivate people.
And drum up some ideas.
And get some people going.
Or put people to sleep. Depending on how much they drink.
That's true. Anyway, what else did she talk about in her podcast?
She talked about, of course, the tips and tools for working on the road and how to set up a filing system while you're on the go. Yeah. Which we talked about a filing system last week and the week before. Now this is kind of on the road, so that's kind of interesting. Well,
you think about what would you need. I mean, you can't take everything with you, but you have to have, and maybe if you're talking your car, I always think about like either the real estate agent or the contractor's got, like the PC or the little computer, or they've got the portable printer, but maybe they need a little file box or something
right
like
in their
that.
back seat or something. Yeah. Yep. And she talks about virtual assistants and are they becoming more popular or.
I think the answer is yes.
I think so too.
Because people, everyone's trying to be more efficient, right?
Yep.
And a virtual assistant can do some of those things that maybe you don't want to do, and it's actually worth the money to hire them in order to get things done.
And then she talks about some apps too that are helpful.
Yeah. So we'll leave it at that. You can find all our podcasts at smead.com/podcast. And for this one, number 62, you have to scroll down on the page quite a bit. They're all in order. That's, I think, from season 2. Wow. Most likely, because we do this
roughly
pretty much every
50 a
week.
week.
Yeah. So
or 50 a year. Not 50 a week.
So that would be a good one. Helene, great. We're going to have her on another podcast coming up as well too. Yeah. So anyway, what else is coming up this week? Speaking of coming up,
tomorrow is.
Organizing on the go. More.
So, more on the go, yep.
Yeah, so we'll have some tips and tricks on that.
Digging into that a little bit more. Wednesday is our podcast with Julie Ulmer. Finally getting to the right Julie.
Yes. You have to go back and watch some of our episodes to understand that inside joke there. But she's talking about how to overcome anxiety when getting organized, which is a big thing. A lot of people don't get started because they're just so anxious.
Yep, right.
So definitely tune in. We debut our podcast now every Wednesday, 2 p.m. Central, right here on Facebook Live. And then after that, of course, a few hours later, you can get them in all the standard places like Smead.com and on iTunes.
Yep.
So
and then
Thursday, I bet we're going to have a solution that ties in with
probably on the go.
On the go organizing.
Isn't that amazing? It's a good one. It's a good one.
Look how this show just unfolds over the course of the week. You've got, a podcast about on the go organizing. We talk about tips. We have another podcast that we launch. Anxiety, that's no matter where you are.
Right. That's me standing next to you
live.
I
know. Anxious live. Yeah, we understand that. But and then Friday of course,
the Blogger Roundup.
The Blogger Roundup.
And if you know of any organizing blogs that you like or want to share, put them in the comments, because I'm always, or we're both, I should say, always looking for new ones to read and discover new organizers or
it doesn't have to be a professional organizer. A lot of the ones we share are from professional organizers, but a lot of people have fun tips. I mean, I remember seeing one from, I don't know what you would call this, because they didn't really have, I guess it would be like a lifestyle blog. It wasn't about organizing your pantry and stuff like that.
Who was it?
This was, I don't remember the name, but it was someone from down in the Texas area back when they had the floods. I was going to ask Ellen if she knew or not, because the Houston area, when they had the floods, this person was saying, I wish I had something to organize my documents in so I can grab them and go. Guess who has something like that?
We do.
We do. That's another episode too.
For another day.
Yeah. But yeah, if you, or just give us general questions you have about getting organized, or maybe a comment about a future show topic you'd like to see. We're here Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Central Time, 3 p.m. Eastern,
noon
Pacific. On most days. We almost didn't get here today because of this big storm, but
And not one flake has fallen.
Yeah, I know.
It's big hype.
Big hype. Starting about, Saturday afternoon, hunker down for Monday. You will not be
closed all day. Practically the whole Twin Cities area is closed.
Yeah.
But
now,
not one flake
we
has
don't
fallen.
know though, because on the north side of town they may have that.
That's true.
Good. Well, hello, Lynn from Boston. We just want to say hi, shout out.
Lynn.
Thank you for watching us live. Now, we can't shout out to those who put their place where they're watching from when they're watching the replay, but do it anyway. Just say where you're watching from. It's kind of fun to see people all over. I think out in the Boston area, there's been a lot of big storming.
Right.
Especially.
Isn't that kind of right now?
Yeah. They had what they called the nor'easter. Whew. We're in the north central and the nor'wester, and we seem to get something every weekend up here. But anyway, well, great. That's about it for today. I think we will wrap it up and say
see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, Tuesday, right here on myOrganized.life live.